Hello and welcome back to They Think It's All Rover. So this is the essentially part three of a trio of American cars that are owned by my friend Mike. And this is his. I've saved the best till last, I think. This is these 1967 Pontiac Bonneville hearse. Just take that in for a second, okay? This car is absolutely awesome. It is 21 feet long, okay? 21 feet long and 6'8" wide. So if you have a tiny little driveway, definitely don't get one of these. So yeah, this car was brought into the UK around about 2024, and Mike bought it. So how long have you owned it, Mike? Now?
I can't remember exactly when I bought it. I think it might have been maybe June or July, something like that.
Okay.
So not crazy long. Like
Yeah.
what's that? 3-4 months, something like that.
Yeah, so much like the Navigator, this is quite a new one on Mike. So this has got a three-speed automatic, and it's a 360 brake horsepower engine. Interesting little nugget about these is the company that built these actually responsible for the Ghostbusters car as well, from the original film. So it's from Superior, which is the same coach builders essentially. So yeah, this is definitely a unique beast for sure. This one's a little bit more complete inside. So this one actually comes with door cards, which is all of the posh, and yeah, very similar. The dials are obviously straight across, like most cars of this era. Um, yeah, so that's all pretty cool. Very comfy as well. And then obviously because it's a hearse, it's very tall, but you sit quite low down as well in the front. So yeah, pretty cool. And then we have a. Has the pig got a name?
I just call it Daddy Pig
Daddy Pig.
for
I'll
the
tell you
pepper
what.
because kids
If
love
anyone's got a
it.
suggestion for a name for this, put it in the comments section below, and then we'll see. But yeah, so Mike's got a. Is that a 6'7" double bed in there, or
It's something like that. Yeah, it's
yeah,
full size double, so it's like 4'6" wide, and yeah, it's definitely a longer bed than me. So I think it's like 6'5",
yeah.
6'6" at least.
So there we go. So he's got a 6'7" double bed in the back as well. So this is pretty cool. So much like the other ones, what are you going to do with this one then, Mike? What's happening with this?
Well, this one, like from the outside, I've basically kept it as is. It already had the flames because it's only been here since 2024 anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know a huge amount about the story in the States, but obviously somebody liked it as a hot rod, so they've done the
yeah,
flames. It's already had the motor swap, which you'll see in a minute. Buick motor, so it's still GM. Um, but yeah, so like visually, all I've done outside is we added a pair of motorbike indicators on the front because, as you can see, it doesn't technically have a front bumper. It's missing the bottom clip because that front section, basically the chrome grille,
yep.
is from a '67 Pontiac Le Mans instead of the Bonneville. I've added the new indicators. They're like the eBay special motorbike indicators on the front, just so it's at least got them. I've done quite a lot of painting underneath because coming from California, obviously, it's probably never been touched before. Best chance it's got. It's technically already had a winter here, but it's just sat on the dealership, so not compared to actual it's been inside instead. So roughly bare wooden floor, two so it's had plenty of people back, and now
Yeah.
I've actually sprayed the inside in Ford metallic velvet purple, so the doors and the sides as well.
Nice.
I've done the whole roof in matte black. I'm thinking about getting like a cult book or something off of eBay and plastering it like a sticker bomb on the roof or something, but we'll see about that. And yeah, cut out custom carpet for it. So yeah, mostly interior stuff, adding the pig's head and stuff like that, just to give it a bit of charm. Because why have a bobblehead when you can have a severed one?
Just have a yeah. So the headlights, they're my favourite thing on these cars. They actually revolve round, do they?
In the case of this one, the lights are fixed and then the cover just comes up and down.
So
you have to have the engine running to do it because it's on vacuum.
Well, just before we go out for a drive, I shall stand outside when you start it up and get some headlight action. Brilliant. Okay. So this is MOT exempt as well. So yeah.
ULEZ exempt and tax exempt.
Yeah. Wow. ULEZ exempt.
Yeah, all three of mine now are ULEZ exempt.
Get off.
Drive it through the middle of London, as I like to say, killing a polar bear.
Wow.
You can drive it through.
So you were talking about this little bit of trim at the back. Do you want to?
Yeah, one of the most common things people ask me, aside from is it a hearse? Because I don't know how you could fall it for anything else, but mistake it for anything else. But I believe the trim on the side of the axle is a hearse. It's a tribute to where that would be the spring where the roof, the final roof could roll back to an open coffin. And I think that's a tribute, because obviously some hearses still have it, even to this day the company's still around.
Yeah.
They have ones which go down the back. I think it just basically is a tribute to them, but to signify that the vehicle is a hearse, because some of these were made as fire support and some are made as ambulances. And the only other one in the UK I'm aware of is actually in Haynes. They've got a mint ambulance in red with a white roof.
In the Haynes Museum?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, do you know what? Again, I've never played Fallout. I've never been to the Haynes Museum either. So
Right. You have to go to the Breakfast Club one time.
perhaps I need to play Fallout in the Haynes Museum. Just tick 2 boxes. But yeah. So did you say there's a meet there? Is there or?
Yeah, they do the Breakfast Club. It's the first. It's a £5 to get in, but it's the first
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
of every month. And yeah, I usually take one. It's basically their car park, but you can get a couple of 100 cars there. And I like it because it's a bit of everything. It's like there'll be hot hatches, muscle, you'll have like a random Lambo and McLaren show up.
Nice.
Bit of everything.
So there's one on this Sunday in October, I guess. Then is there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I might actually mosey along to that one then. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Right. So can we take a look at the engine?
And it comes from back in the day when people trusted each other because you open it from the outside.
I'll blur this out so people. Wow. Okay. So wow, there's a big difference in the with the Lincoln Continental then. So you know, Mike was saying whilst we were driving here that there's a lot more room in this to do stuff, and yeah, you can actually see ground down there. I mean,
take the arches out, you can basically stand in there.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I like I say, I mentioned them on the other channel, on the other video about junkyard digs, but I have noticed that a lot of the time things are really accessible. You know, it's not like, especially like in a Mini, for instance, where they've just slotted everything in and there's no room. But like, you could easily change the alternator at the roadside on this and the rad and do any kind of repairs. I guess there's lots and lots of room. So this puts out, what was it,
360 horses.
360 horse?
Originally it was, because obviously it's GM being Pontiac.
Yeah.
A 6-litre V8, I'm not sure the horsepower that the Bonneville would have had.
Okay.
But at some point, yeah, somebody swapped it to, it's a Buick 430, which is a 7-litre from, I'm not sure, maybe a Wildcat. I think a couple of them use the same engine.
Yeah.
So it's a proper muscle car, big block, in what would have been a family station wagon before it was coach built from new.
Brilliant.
So not quite as much torque as the Lincoln, but more horsepower.
Fab. Right, I think, well, the only thing left to do now is go for a drive. But before we do that, let's hear it start and let's see these headlights do the thing. That'd be brilliant. Clunk.
Yeah, sound you'll ever hear.
Yeah. So, I do love these quirky American features that they have. Just going to fire it up now. But yeah, big shout out to Mike for to life. Brilliant. Oh wow, look at that. That is just brilliant, isn't it? Cool. Right, I'm going to climb aboard quickly so Mike doesn't have to turn it off. We shall go for a quick spin.
Valve shut for the
yeah, whatever you...
Be a bit loud otherwise.
Yeah, so here we go. So Mike has a little device here where you can actually is it the
valve exhaust? Yeah,
the exhaust valves.
Yeah,
so there's a little remote there and you can open and close those to make it sound more throaty. because Mike is such a considerate neighbour, he has them closed, you see, so that it doesn't sound as raucous. Again, masses of knee room, excuse legs. So the big question is then, Mike, which one do you prefer driving, this or the Continental?
I think, like, if I'm driving it just for my own enjoyment, like just, you know, the joy of driving with nobody looking at it, I'd say the Lincoln. The Lincoln handles better, it's got more powerful brakes, because this is, you know, like you said, 21 foot, weighs 2,500 kilos, and so 5,500 or more than 5,500 pounds, and it's got drum brakes front and back. Thankfully, they've been recently done. They've just got new shoes and that, so it actually stops well enough. But yeah, this feels much more utilitarian compared to the Lincoln, because obviously back then I mean, what would Pontiac be the equivalent of? I guess maybe it was kind of middle class, maybe upper middle class, so maybe like not quite Jag. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe MG, something like that. Or a Rover, maybe back in the day. And obviously this one is all utilitarian. So it's comfortable enough, but it's definitely stiffer, which surprised me when I first brought it on the suspension. But then I thought, well, actually that makes sense, because you wouldn't want the coffin floating around in the back.
No.
So yeah, it's still got some body roll. It's definitely comfortable, but it's you know, the Lincoln was a different class. It's like comparing a Bentley to a Rover. Yeah, both great, but definitely different income levels back in the 60s.
Yeah. I mean, it's super comfortable as well. I mean, it drives just as nicely as the Continental.
And somehow it's a little bit better on fuel. I don't understand how that works.
It gets a whole 11 to the gallon. No, what's it go?
I think it's about 13. So it's not bad. And maybe 15 motorway, something like that. Which, I mean, it's as aerodynamic as a library, so I don't know how I don't know how it's getting.
That's going to have to be the thumbnail. As aerodynamic as a library. Brilliant. I've not heard that one before.
Well, maybe in the case of this one, as aerodynamic as the Library of Congress.
It's.
It is a smaller engine, but you know, in the States, 600cc ain't that much of a difference. Over here, that's like a whole Honda 5-blade motorbike difference in the States.
So I actually worked it out that the my little Metro. This is 2 Metros in length. Like that's just bonkers. In fact, I'm probably sat in the back seat in the Metro at this point, I would say, even though I'm in the front. The bonnet goes on forever. It's ridiculous. It's super fun. And I'm really happy that Mike has a rule that no one drives his car, because I much prefer being a passenger for sure.
And to be honest, the only reason why I say that is because unless, you know, like with modern cars, like if somebody, like let's say you for example wanted to drive the Navigator, I'd be more open to that, because with old cars they're so, as you know, so quirky. And if you haven't driven a Yank before, it is a weird experience getting in on the left, and it's so much bigger. And they're also a lot more powerful than people expect them to be, so it can kind of catch you out, especially when it comes to slowing down.
Yes. Yeah, the Saab isn't great with brakes at the moment, so we took that out for a drive, and you do have to sort of plan 6 miles ahead whether you're going to brake at the moment. But no, me and Mike was talking about it. So you know, some YouTubers just getting other people's cars and driving, which is absolutely fine, you know, because it works for them, and some people don't like being on video, so some owners don't like that. Whereas I was saying I'd much prefer being a passenger, because I can relax, look at the car, do the filming, and listen to the owner talk about their car, rather than me trying to talk and then, you know, and concentrate on not crashing someone else's car as well. So I much prefer that. So Mike's got good rules. But yeah, brilliant. So what are parts like to get for this then, Mike? Are they easy to get or not really?
Yeah, they're not too bad. I mean, so far we had to do an unexpected job, which was when I put it in for the valves to be put on the exhaust, because it's a pair of 4-into-1s, and adding the valves in was basically one unit on the side, because it's solenoid operated and all that, so you have to wire it all in. And when we were doing that, the chap at the garage who was doing the work noticed that the That's kind of an issue, especially when it's not exactly an easy engine to find.
No,
So that ended up being a full-figure job. But you know, stuff like that can happen.
Yeah.
And now this is the fun part, turning it with mechanical power steering.
Wow. Oh.
Just clear some of the wildlife.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Well, that's been absolutely fantastic, Mike. Thank you ever so much for inviting me along to put your 3 Pride and Joy on the channel. Yeah, if you want, which is your channel name, Mike? You've got a YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, HSG Automotive, which is mostly car gaming stuff, but occasionally, yeah, I do my equivalent of these is like the B&T Car series.
Yeah, cool. So check Mike's channel out as well. He has got videos of you've got a video of your cars on there as well, haven't you? Yeah. So
aside from your exclusive navigator, which I haven't even myself yet.
Yeah. So don't be putting that content out. You know, I'll have to charge you now. You know, that's my exclusive. But no, seriously, go and check his channel out. It's good fun. And yeah, so there we go. That's been Mike's trio of American beauties. And yeah, this has been They Think It's All Over. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll have something as interesting as these in the next video. Take care. Bye.